My name is Dr. Alyson Nerenberg, and I am a clinical psychologist. Sex addiction is out of control sexual behavior, and it looks different with all different types of women, but it basically is behaviors that a person can't stop, wants to stop but can't.
What's really happening is she's setting herself up to get used. She's setting herself up to be an object for this man and treating the man like an object herself.
My approach in treating sex addiction is I want to be respectful of these women. However, I need to be direct.
It's not okay to want a relationship.
I feel sad that here you are as this really interesting, nice girl who doesn't feel good enough or doesn't feel lovable.
When a woman has a secret relationship, there's a rush, a sense of high, when the woman feels like she has a whole secret life going on.
So it sounds like you have two separate lives.
Yes.
There's the professional Tracy that has the good job and is acting as a therapist, and then there's the party girl Tracy.
Living a double life becomes too much when a person feels like a fraud. And she starts feeling ashamed of herself, starts losing confidence.
When you allow yourself to feel the pain, it's crucial for you to recover. It's painful what you're feeling. It's good. Without pain, there won't be any changes.
Getting therapy is crucial for these girls in order to make changes in their lives.
Addictions thrive in secrecy. So the more you keep this a secret, the less you'll be able to heal.
A lot of times it's really taking the time to use common sense and listen to the other person and pick up on some of the clues. Generally, when you meet somebody, they're going to put on a good face. Right. They're going to try and impress you. Are their actions and their words matching up? Do they tell you you're the most important woman in the world, but then take you to a party and ignore you for the whole night? If they're just talking and don't take the time to ask about your interests, about what's important to you, you don't feel like they really value you as a person. One of the components of a fling is that the sex is very intense and you don't feel like the person really is taking the time to value who you are. It's more about what you are doing for the person. Yeah. Trust your instincts, trust your gut. Do you feel yourself when you're with this person? Do you feel like the person is really listening to you and they're valuing you? I believe we teach people how to treat us. If somebody can't be themselves, that's not a good sign. Nowadays, technology comes into play. You're going to see the person may be text messaging other women, or if you check the person's cell phone, you'll see a lot of different numbers that pop up. These are signs that the person is being deceitful. Sleeping in separate beds is bad for a marriage. I think one of the things that makes our relationships, our marital relationships, so important and special is that sleeping in the same bed is a way of connecting. And when you sleep in separate beds, it's a way of making your relationship just like every other relationship in your life. Why not just be roommates? I think a lot of times people just use excuses. They want to sleep in separate beds because they have anger towards the other partner and resentments, and they figure it's better to sleep in separate beds and not connect, and they may blame it on the snoring or blame it on other issues. My opinion is that in our culture, we're all so separate. One person could be looking at emails, the other person could be on the BlackBerry, and I think coming together in a bed is such a nice way of connecting at the end of the day and not letting yourself be separated by your busy life.
Clinical psychologist, and you deal with eating disorders.
People think to lose 21 pounds or 20 pounds in 21 days, it sounds easy and quick, but in reality, you're having a lot of medical risks in doing a diet like that. There's so much pressure on celebrities to look perfect and to be a size 0, and the rest of us have embraced that. There's really no shortcuts, although we all wish there was. We're enabling our children to be entitled. The more that you don't cover up your daughter's behavior, the more that you are part of the problem, not part of the solution. It's our job as parents to set limits and to say no. And this was a very extreme example of this. But when she gets whatever she wants and uses force to do it, she's actually bullying her parents. It's such an enabling behavior that basically says as long as she goes to school and it looks good on paper, then we're okay. I wonder what happens when she gets to school. Does she actually have to kill somebody for there to be consequences?